we do have great music, and we have it in abundance, and we're so blessed. We have the Greenville Chorale, 160 voices, and they're celebrating their 34th season, and it's not to be missed. There's something for everyone. And Dr. Vick, bless your heart, thank you for coming.
Thank you, Peggy.
And this is the thing that is so close to your heart, and without you, we wouldn't have all of this.
Well, I don't know about that. The Chorale actually is celebrating its 54th year, and this is my 34th year. So.
Well, we're going to celebrate your year in a big way.
Well, they're a great group, and as you say, Greenville is really blessed to have such a wealth of talent and fine performers.
And these are people of all ages and all backgrounds.
That's true. They come from all over the upstate. We will have one fine young tenor who's driving down from Waynesville to sing with us. Another is coming from Forest City, North Carolina, and of course all over the upstate.
And these are people of all different professions.
They run the gamut. We have housewives, we have house husbands, we have businessmen, we have lawyers, we have doctors, retired ministers, active ministers. We have some high school students in our young artist program.
And I think even law enforcement people.
We have a fireman and we have some law enforcement people.
Good.
So we run the gamut. We do.
And one of your singers is here with us today. And Rosemary Hughes, and Rosemary is the director of music also at Bingham Street Methodist Church in downtown Greenville.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And I want people to know about this because it's superb. And this is the brochure for this year. And the first concert, how desperately it says we need peace and hope. And that is, there it is. That's the very first concert of the season, and that is at the Peace Center. And it's October the 18th at 8 o'clock.
That's right.
And you have the Greenville Symphony in there too.
We're joined by the Greenville Symphony. We have several fine soloists. Rosemary is one of them. We're doing 4 major works that deal with the theme of peace, peace on earth, peace within our own soul, peace that we seek when a loved one dies, and hope for what goes beyond peace.
And I wanted to add about this American composer that his work is being presented.
We are featuring the work by Dan Forrest, who was on the faculty at Bob Jones for a number of years. He is now an independent composer. He is widely recognized and highly esteemed across the country. He composed a work called Requiem for the Living. It's a requiem. Part of the work is from the Requiem Mass, dealing with the death of a loved one. But the thrust of the work is to affirm life and hope and life after death. And it's beautiful music, and I think it's going to be one of our best concerts ever.
And this is at the Peace Center. And then, of course, there's Christmas, and that is McAllister Auditorium at Furman.
That's right.
And that's for the whole family.
That's for the whole family. We are, again, collaborating with the Hendersonville Symphony Orchestra, and they will come down and join us for the concert at Furman, and then we go up to Hendersonville and do a performance Saturday afternoon. But it's a program that's geared to the family. We call it a family Christmas.
People can sing.
We invite the audience to sing along. We have a great time with the 12 days of Christmas. There will be some beautiful carols, some wonderful orchestral music, just a great way to get into the Christmas spirit.
And then, of course, there's sacred music for a sacred place, and that is one of my favorite concerts at St. George Greek Orthodox Cathedral in downtown Greenville. And that is in February.
That is in February.
So, you know, you've got beautiful music all winter long. And you can buy a season ticket and save money, or you can just get a ticket at the door.
That's right.
So,
and everything's available through the Peace Center box office.
And then there's the other one coming up is at First Baptist Church in downtown Greenville. And these are on Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock.
That's right.
And then the last one is the big patriotic concert. And that's July the 3rd, right?
That's right. We've been collaborating with the Lakeside Band at Furman.
There it is, right there.
And we do a big patriotic program the Thursday closest to the July 4th, and it happens to be July 3rd.
And that, of course, is in the evening at 7 o'clock or something. So
7:30.
You've got everything that anybody could want, from Christmas music to sacred music.
It's a great season, Peggy. We're very blessed to have such talent and to do great music that's not only entertaining, but it's enriching and it's inspiring.
And I love it that people can buy a ticket at the door.
That's right. Tickets are available at the door. Right now we have a special deal, if you will.
Okay.
Those who would like to purchase a season ticket can get it at a discounted price
at the Peace Center.
At the Peace Center box office until our first concert.
And I'm thinking, you know, I love Christmas so much, and I start thinking about Christmas in about September. What a great Christmas present this would make for somebody.
That's absolutely true.
Know, here's something you can have special all winter long.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Be a great Christmas present for you and for the recipient.
Now tell me, Rosemary.
Yes, ma'am.
You are in the chorale.
I am. I sing in the alto section, and I've been a member of the chorale since I moved to Greenville in 2006. So I guess this is my 9th season. Have been singing. I think I only missed maybe one concert when I had my daughter, but otherwise have been there for every concert, and just am very committed to what we do as an organization as far as furthering great choral music in this community, and it gives choral singers like myself a wonderful opportunity to fellowship with other choral musicians and to sharpen our skills. As a church music director, so much of what I do is spent in a directing or a managing role. And I've told Dr. Vick before, one of the things I love so much about the chorale is I just show up with my pencil and my music, and I just absorb and sing and watch and learn, and it's continuing education for me. It's professional development. So
everybody who sings in that chorale has auditioned, right?
That's right.
You don't just walk through the door and say, well, I think I'll sing with you tonight.
No, we expect a pretty high level of musicianship, and I think everybody who is in the chorale has had significant choral experience in the past. Many of them sang in high school or college, and they started a family, they had a work, their job took them out of the music business, and they have maintained their skills and come back and audition, and they bring a wealth of talent and a lot of love for music and love for singing, and we have a good time rehearsing. We work hard, but we do some wonderful things there.
Now this first concert is titled Peace and Hope, and if ever the world needed peace, it's now. Everybody talks about it, but we don't seem to be able to achieve it.
Certainly true.
And this is very meaningful for right now, beginning in October?
October 18th.
Yeah. And this is a powerful.
It's a powerful concert. Each piece on the program speaks from a little different angle. The bit that you heard as we started the program is from Rafe Vaughan Williams' work Dona Nobis Pacem, which was written just prior to World War II. And the thrust of that work was a plea for peace. The horrors of war, the horrors of terrorist actions. Today we can say the horrors of internal turmoil, whether it's the Ukraine or whether it's St. Louis. We all plea for peace and have hope that peace will come.
Bing, do you decide the programs?
Yes. I spend a lot of time thinking about what to do. I keep a 3 or 4 year plan into the future, depending on circumstances, and so I project forward what we can do, what we have the talent to do, and also what we want to do in terms of bringing to the Greenville community a variety of music.
Now we start out by saying, you know, you have all age groups. You have some retired people, whatever. you have some very young, you have high school people.
We do. We have a program we call the Young Artist Program. We invite talented high school singers to audition. They have to be recommended by their choral teacher. It's a rather rigorous audition, but we would like those who can to join the chorale and sing with us and have the experience of singing with adult voices and singing some of this great choral literature. And that's become a very popular program.
So do you have, what other outreach in the community other than presenting these marvelous concerts?
One of our newest ideas is really an outreach program to reach church choir singers. Rosemary is heading up our project to communicate with church choirs, to communicate with church choir directors in order to encourage them to have their choral singers come and hear our concerts. Maybe Rosemary can tell us more about what she's doing.
Well, I think we believe that there's such power in singing, as one of our catchphrases, I guess, is with the chorale. You know, many singers, one voice, and that's the same really in any large group or small choir. Church choirs being another great parallel. I think we have a similar purpose or focus in the sense of fellowship and community that it provides. So it's sort of a self-ministering experience, as well as, you know, whether you're sharing an anthem on Sunday morning with your congregation or a major work at the Peace Center in October, it's still an opportunity to express human emotion, to sort of transport your audience or your congregation to hopefully a place of peace and serenity, or move them to some sort of action. So what we are trying to do is communicate very directly with church choir directors in an attempt to encourage them and their singers to attend our concerts, whether perhaps make it an outing where they come together.
Whole choir together.
Yes, ma'am. We've talked also about having open rehearsals where they could come and observe Dr. Vick directing us, rehearsing us.
Now, do you have any kind of special price for groups or for students?
Yes, we do. Is a 20% discount for groups of 10 or more, I believe. And we also, as Dr. Vick mentioned, have a special rate for the season ticket, which runs through the end of this month. But our hope with the church musicians is to, that's a group of people that would appreciate what we do because they do a similar thing. They just do it in a sacred space, and sometimes our spaces are sacred and sometimes they're secular, but our mission is very similar, and our desire and our love of what we do, there's so many parallels that's one thing we're really going to try this year to encourage developing that particular demographic. And as Dr. Vick said, that also hits a lot of age groups. I mean, at Bingham Street, I work with 3-year-olds through octogenarians, and singing especially is a lifelong skill, hobby, passion, and to show children that it's something that they can still do when they are parents or grandparents is so important. And so I think by the two organizations or two types of organizations working together, we can only benefit one another. So that's sort of our plan.
And 2 of these concerts are done on a Sunday afternoon in a sacred setting. One at the First Baptist Church.
The spring concert is at First Baptist, and the winter concert of the chamber group, we have a 20-voice professional chamber group that will do a concert at St. George Greek Orthodox Cathedral.
I always look forward to that.
It's a beautiful place, and we're helping St. George celebrate the 20th anniversary of that new sanctuary, so it's going to be a very special day.
Well, this is really, and if somebody wanted more information, we do have a phone number and a website. And if you want more information about the chorale, perhaps you are a singer and you'd like to find out how you might become a part of this, then, and I'll keep the information here if you didn't get it, but the phone number is 864-235-1101, right? And the website is www.greenvillechorale.com. And this is a blessing. Now, people come from not just Greenville. They come from all over. So, you know, Asheville, Spartanburg, and other cities have choruses and chorales. But this, for 34 years, has been unique.
Well, it is. Many cities have a large symphonic chorus. Most of the time, it's an arm of the local symphony orchestra. Some communities have a very fine small community chorus that occasionally will sing with an orchestra. Greenville is unique in the fact that the Greenville Chorale stands on its own. It has been an independent organization for 54 years. We perform with the Greenville Symphony from time to time, but we manage our own concerts and we have our own concert series. There aren't many organizations in the country that can do what the Greenville Chorale does, and at the high level that we do.
I think it's marvelous. I'm just thrilled to have you here. And this is the brochure. And inside, of course, are all the prices and the listing of what is to be performed. And so there's everything there from Christmas to the 4th of July. You can't miss. And you can buy a ticket for one single event or for the whole season. And there are 5 concerts in the season.
That's right.
Now, and you can pick up one of these brochures if you want, I guess, at where?
They're available at the Peace Center, or you can call the Chorale office and we'll be happy to mail one to you if you did not receive one.
Okay, so you can't miss, and I'm still thinking what a great gift this would make for birthday, holiday, whatever.
And a lot of people do that. They buy tickets and give them to family and friends as a Christmas present, or as a birthday present, or they just want to make sure that their friends and family are there to experience what we as performers experience when we do these wonderful pieces of music.
And are you doing anything this year that's really something you've always wanted to do?
Well, people occasionally ask me what my favorite piece of music is, and my response is always whatever I'm doing right now. Certainly on the fall program, each of the 4 pieces on the fall program are among my favorites. At Christmas, we'll do some of my favorite Christmas music. In the spring, we'll do some of my favorite sacred pieces. So I keep happy year round because I get to pick the music, and I only pick things I like to do.
So that's one way to look at it anyway. You've got it all right there.
Well, yeah. I'm fortunate to have a lot of fine musicians around me.
Well, 160 voices, and you can't go wrong. So pick one of these up and enjoy music all year long. Our Greenville Chorale. Thank you both for coming.
Thank you so much, Peggy.
Sharing with us and singing for us
Yes,
all year. And wherever you are, we just wish you joy. And we'll see you next time.